Hello and welcome to the Done Quick Hotfix. Today, we're thrilled to be part of Twitch's Together for Good events this week by streaming to support Doctors Without Borders. A majority of the funds raised for Doctors Without Borders come from small donations. Even a $5 donation can bring 20 medications to prevent and treat postpartum hemorrhage, 4 treatments to cure adult patients from malaria, 5 rapid tests to diagnose HIV infection, and so much more. So when it comes to giving to charity, any amount can make a huge difference. Click the donate button to give to MSF today and help save lives. And of course, over the past 5 decades, Maisons Sans Frontières, or MSF, has grown from a group of a few hundred volunteers to an international movement providing over 10 million medical consultations in more than 70 countries every year. MSF's network of aid workers in more than 70 countries around the world are often the first to deploy rapid, life-saving medical care during emergencies. And today we have so much support from so many other speedrunners. We got a great show lined up for you all today. Later on, we're going to be having some Super Monkey Ball, Wolfenstein, SSX, Puyo Pop, Sonic the Hedgehog, all that and more today. But for right now, we got to make sure we take things over to beamqueensol, who's going to be kicking things off with this amazing little treat here. Squeak Squad, any percent is what's coming up now. Beam, how are you doing today?
Doing about as all right as I can.
I feel that.
So, hello everyone. This is Squeak Squad. This is the start of a treat, and by that I mean Kirby's gonna get his treat back because it got stolen for reasons. Don't have a whole lot of a preamble here, so we'll just go ahead and get into it. So we'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. And while I get started here, Ashley, if you want to introduce yourself as well.
Hi, my name is Glitch Hassan. I run this game as well.
The first thing you kind of saw me do there is I slid and just suddenly kind of flew. That is because if you slide off a ledge and float at just the right time, you'll actually keep your slide momentum and just kind of fly around. Unfortunately, no, this is not metal percent. This is any percent, so it's kind of a single ability. We use wheel a lot, but right now we're not using wheel, we're using fire, and that's because there's a mix you can do in 1-1. It is a very hard mix to do, and a lot of people don't tend to do it because of it.
Yep, so we just opt to use fire for a bit until we get to 1-3, where we will mix for a wheel there. Fire is a little bit weird in this game since you actually have to do the double tap input again in order to do the fireball attack.
Yeah, otherwise,
that we're gonna be using that for a bit.
Yeah, otherwise, the game's 2-bit mechanics are 1 bubbles, which you'll see right here. Kirby can carry up to 5 of these in his stomach. He can also carry treasure chests, which are the main collectible of the game. However, we don't need most of them. There are a few we have to grab, but we only have to grab like 5.
Yep, we actually need to collect those 5 in order to progress throughout the game, so luckily most of them are pretty easy they're on the path, so it's not really hard to miss.
So you see that one there, and we just ignored entirely because we don't need it. It's not anything necessary. If it is, it'll be a glowing chest.
With that 1-2's done, you might notice that Soul here is actually going to go back into the stage to grab another sword bubble because we're actually going to be skipping a cutscene in the next stage here. And 1-3 here, we're actually going to be getting to something very interesting. We're actually going to be starting up the mix for a wheel here. We're going to be using these 2 flamers, and we're going to set up a mix. Mixes are...
Just by 1, that's okay.
4-frame trick to get the ability you want.
Luckily, these are very easily redone.
Yeah. 1 early.
That's also the fun part. Sometimes your muscle memory decides, okay, I need to adjust it, and you adjust it just a little too much. But we'll get it.
Yeah, that's the mixing experience.
We'll get it.
There we go. So this is wheel. We're pretty much going to be using this for the rest of the game.
Or at least a lot of it. There are moments where we don't, but most of the time, we're doing stuff like this.
Wheel is really crazy in this game because of how ability jumping works. Basically, if you jump while also activating your ability, you go at really high distance. And with Wheel, you just zoom.
Pretty
You
good.
have Frosty that we're going to easily defeat here. It's also important to note that you're pretty much impervious with everything except when you're turning with Wheel.
Or if you crash. As soon as Kirby is no longer in a wheel, he is completely vulnerable. As you saw with Frosty just decided to put me in his mouth for some reason.
Yep.
Anyways, there's the chest that would cause a cutscene. If we grabbed it, that game introduces us to the Squeaks. There's several of them, and it's just a very long cutscene that we really don't want to have to watch.
Yeah, we go back and grab the bubble there just so we can avoid it. Some other things that I can note is there's we can actually use the abilities that are in our stomach at the bottom screen here to mix and basically get different abilities. So throughout this run, we're actually going to be using some of these mixes to get another wheel bubble for safety and for different boss fights later on.
Yeah, case in point, that's something I just tried to do now, and unfortunately, it's a 1 in 6 chance that you actually get wheel when you do it.
Yeah.
Okay, that is not how I want that to go. That's fine.
You'll also see in the next stage, we're actually going to be picking up a question mark bubble. Basically, you could get pretty much anything from those, alongside candy, which we're actually going to need as well.
Yeah, there's actually a trick to doing it. It's not the hardest thing, but it sometimes doesn't work.
Yep. You start at a random location at the mix wheel, and then the wheel is set, so as long as you know the timing, you can basically get wherever you want.
Anyway, here's our first boss. Because we thought DDD stole our cake. You know, it seems like a very DDD thing for him to do. But we're gonna just kind of go back and forth with Wheel and just unlock him like this. He can't hit us. He can't do anything. I forgot to actually deal with that. Whoops. Yeah, so if you're somebody that's full, you can't actually grab the chest. And you do need to grab these ones as well.
Yeah, you have to make sure that you have a free inventory space for a chest. Bit inconvenient, but it's nothing that we could work around.
Yep, and let's see if we get our candy from this. Nope, I missed it by 1.
Oh.
If you miss it by 1, you get sleep. Unfortunately.
Sleep is 1 early, fire is 1 late, I believe.
Yeah, but I've definitely done that. Also, shoutouts to mixing that tornado bubble and getting tornado twice now.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's actually impressive.
But I'm pretty sure that's also a 1 in 6 chance, and I'm just somehow getting that instead. Anyways, our first blow-in chest. So these contain a thing called a star seal. And what these end up doing is these are what unlocks the 7th world in the game. So we have to grab them through these ones onward.
I believe from here on out, there's at least 1 in each world.
There is.
So I've always wondered, as someone who's never really done any DS or 3DS type speedruns, when it comes to the dual screen, how does that affect in terms of the game happening, or the run, if you will?
In this game's case, okay, I need to try and get that. Okay, guys, we're fine. Anyways, for this game, I'm playing this on Wii U, so the touchscreen is very, very small. Actually, it's about the size of a postage stamp. And I'm having to use that to manipulate, like, anything in Kirby's stomach. As far as, like, the run itself, it kind of varies from game to game. For this one, there's a lot of touchscreen use because of the bubble mixes and just generally doing things with the stomach. For other games, there may not be anything that you do really at all. It just really varies from whatever you're playing. We're gonna grab this bubble over here because we don't care about that chest. And our good friend there, Soro, he didn't have that chest. We don't care.
Yeah, a lot of times we're going to be basically skipping the Squeak encounters. They really don't have anything that we need.
That's fine.
Actually.
Did that seriously
Wow.
give you another tornado?
That's impressive.
I'm more impressed that it's been giving me tornado consistently, if anything. Yeah, it's fine. We'll grab this one. There's a guaranteed wheel bubble, so that'll give us a backup when we need it, not if. Because unless I get Candy, we're gonna have to probably fight the second boss, Miss Molly, with Sword. The upside is it'll be a fast fight. The downside is we will have the toss wheel very briefly. I'm going to see if he'll kind of come at me a little bit better. Perfect. Not really. Okay, that's better.
He has a bear attack. Yeah, out here could be a little bit annoying because he's literally at the edge of the screen, so it's kind of hard to hit him without taking damage.
Yeah, that's why you saw me go kind of like close to him and then crouch. While Kirby is crouched, you actually won't lose your ability. It's the only game in the series that lets you do this.
Which is kind of funny because I believe this is actually the last game that has the if you get hit, you lose your ability automatically, like gimmick.
Yeah, it's the thing after this one is when they finally made that less of a big thing. Okay, Kirby, I kind of need you to not go into the wall like that. Thank you.
By the way, I do want to say I see a lot of people that are donating. Thank you all so much for the donations. We're already over $200. That's some great stuff. We had a $100.
Yeah, I've been seeing that as I look into the chat, and honestly, that is great to see. Excuse me? I need to switch, please. Thank you. Don't need the rock. The rock would be bad. We're gonna not grab that chest. We don't need it. There's another reason that we don't grab the chest if we don't need it, and that's because the little dance at the end is longer if you actually have a chest. Also, I would like to not die here, because that would be really bad and really unfortunate. I didn't do this correctly. I did not. That's fine. We did a second wheel here, and I'm just gonna have to use it now.
It hurts when you fail that because you basically just
you just wait. Yeah, you just waste the free bubble. So that's like -1 backup right there. It's fine. So this is the metal potato.
Metal potato is very durable, so we're gonna have to.
We're gonna be a bit. We're gonna also just kind of roll into that.
Metal potato, the remnants of the metal percent run.
Yeah, shout out to that run if you were there during that episode of Parallel Universes.
If you were there, I'm so sorry.
I'm not. I'm not. That run was fun. That whole thing was fine.
Don't forget, speedrunning is fun. Like, you know, and sometimes when those things happen, you just live in the moment, and it just, like you said, it's fun to do that type of stuff.
So we didn't need to do that, but I felt like sending a message to Benny there.
Really rubbing salt in the wound right there.
Yeah, just hits her, makes her drop the chest, run, goodbye. All right, I'm gonna grab this, see if we can't get a wheel this way. That's fine.
At least it wasn't tornado.
I'm just gonna grab both of these for the hell of it. I don't have sword.
Nope.
Alright, well, we're doing it this way then.
Parasol is. At least Parasol's actually not that bad in this game.
Parasol's still good. Actually, that's fast.
Yeah. Typically we use sword there to if we don't have candy to...
Yeah, I think I accidentally like mixed one of the sword bubbles. Oh yeah, I did back in the first boss. Whoops.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah, normally you're supposed to keep that bubble for that reason, and I just completely forgot. So instead, we used Parasol. Parasol's still good, but it's about as fast as Sword, so it's not really much of a loss.
The only downside about this is we're actually down a wheel bubble now, so we have to hope that we don't lose wheel now. At least for a bit.
Yeah, unless we get like another bubble. After the worst case, we could mix for it, but really, there's other abilities we could use if we really need to. Fire's still good for movement. Tornado is actually not terrible for movement. Albeit not the best option for movement. That chest is not glowing. We don't care.
Yep, the next flowing chest actually isn't. It's actually in the next stage.
Yeah. Also, once we grab that, it would have activated like a very brief cutscene. For the sweets actually, come after me. And now for our favorite, underwater movement. Where we hope we don't lose, where we hope we never take a hit, because we do, wheels gone.
Yeah, it is very important that we don't take damage in water sections. Oh.
That was almost a good boxy, and then she decided, nah, I'm gonna just come up against you like this.
I was about to comment how that was actually...
That was really clean, and then she decided, nah, you're having it too clean, get out of here. Boxy is kind of a troll.
And there's our glowing chest for this stage.
Yeah,
there's actually a little bit of a manip with that chest where you can actually get that chest to land right next to the door. But it's a little bit tricky to get.
Yeah, I actually don't know that right offhand, so I don't go for it. Speaking of tornado, there's a twister. We're just gonna drive past it because we have wheel. See if we can't like get a wheel bubble somehow at some point. Because so far our bubble luck has not been great.
Yeah, we're also gonna need to get candy for Epic Cracker too.
Yeah, worst case for that one, I'll just we'll do the usual candy gamble for it. We'll get it.
Yeah, it doesn't take that long since we have an easy access to a question mark bubble in the second world's boss.
And just an update, we're almost at $300 already.
Really nice to hear.
Y'all are...
That's really crazy.
That's some... Thank you all so much.
Alright, so we got another chance for that candy mitt. And an extra bubble that I can't actually do anything with. These small ones, you can combine them to make... If you get 3 of them to Dever, you get a 1-up. Are you kidding me?
Another sleeve.
At least it gave me the wheel bubble. You know what? That's small victories. Small victories. But we have a backup wheel, so that's good. If we don't get candy, there's 2 ways we can know about it. We can go back to the Miss Molly stage and get it there through the question mark bubble, or we can fight with Tornado. Tornado is probably the safest ability to fight with, but it is quite a bit slower.
Plus, you also have to use another wheel bubble afterward.
Yeah, plus we lose wheel, and this would mean we don't have to lose wheel. Hey, good float there.
Really clean slide boosts right there.
In 3-5, we have really nothing to say here because it's this is a very short stage. It's kind of like here's some like tricky platforming, and that's kind of it.
Yep, the only thing to know is that there's a lot of bottomless pits in this first part. So just being very careful.
And make sure I don't get hit there. Don't want that. Actually, no, I don't want that. That's only a little bit slower. But it gives me time to get the chest out of my mouth, get the bubble used up so I don't have to worry about that. And we're just gonna real quickly go back to boss. And see if we can actually get this candy mix. First try.
First try. Wow, nice.
Nice.
And a tornado.
And a tornado if something really bad happens. I wasn't planning for that tornado, but you know what? I'll take it.
Hey, better safe than sorry.
Oh yeah, trust me. This game will teach you that.
Okay, good first phase.
Perfect.
And good second phase.
Nice. Nice.
One candy should be enough to last you for that entire boss fight.
Sometimes you'll just barely miss it. Like 2 to give you a little bit more safety. That is me slightly mashing start a little too much. That's okay though. But now, let's say you did get Tornado. What would you do differently here? Well, the main thing is you'd just be using Tornado for a lot of the stage. Like even through here with our friend Boxer. He sucks. Like seriously, this is probably one of the worst mini bosses in the series.
Yeah, it doesn't help that he doesn't like to.
He's very
he like staying at the wall.
He likes staying at the wall. He moves very quickly without like much warning, and it's just kind of annoying. And then we would drop that for high jump here.
But we're actually gonna be using wheel to actually destroy these. A well-timed wheel actually destroys a lot of these blocks here.
There we go.
But they're kind of finicky.
It's a little tricky to time though, because if you don't do it right, you'll just kind of collide instead. Close enough. Not the best though.
Yeah, enough.
It's fine if we really need. I still have a tomato on hand, and I just tap on it to get my health back. Thankfully, bubble management means we most of the time we usually have like a backup heal or a backup wheel if we need it. And I'm gonna make sure that one doesn't hit me because he's really bad about doing that sometimes. Never met anyone who's like box or even casually. Honestly, same. Honestly, same. Everyone I know doesn't like Boxer at all.
Where are those Boxer fans?
Oh, I'm sure they exist.
See, watching it, I like Boxer because I'm a dog person.
Oh yeah,
it's a good design.
Oh yeah, the design's adorable. I love the design. I just don't like fighting them. And to make it worse, the only other game that he's in is Amazing Mirror, and he's just as awful there.
Let me know if we get a free moment to thank a couple of the donations that have gone through.
We definitely have a free moment right now.
Oh, perfect. I just want to go off and give a big thanks once again to all those that have donated. Ray M. Dusk has graciously donated $100. Y_EXP has donated $5.55. Job Lair has donated $5 as well. Camille _$5. We got another $5 a couple of $5 donations actually. We had Detective Palos over here donating at $50. Lots of $5 donations from Asuka, from Asuka 49424. Wow. 789M also donated $5. Harm Barn $5. VL209. So many $5 donations. Thank you all so very much for donating to Doctors Without Borders. And of course, once again, we are raising money in support of Doctors Without Borders / Médecins Sans Frontières, MS, or also known as MSF. MSF is an independent medical humanitarian organization that delivers emergency aid to people affected by armed conflict, epidemics, malnutrition, natural disasters, and exclusion from healthcare without regarding to race, religion, or political affiliation. Once again, thank you all so very, very much. We'll be doing it throughout the entire day. And of course, after this is all said and done today, we'll be doing a nice little rerun of everything. So if you've missed something today, don't worry, tune in later on. We'll be showcasing it again.
Also, shout outs to managing the bit beam as the 1 in 6 this time.
I'm actually surprised you didn't grab the question mark bubble.
I kind of forgot about it.
I was also kind of shocked that you mixed beam. Like, wow.
It's almost like the team knew. So this stage will be a little bit scary near the end. The upside is we do get a free wheel bubble. They're one of the few that we actually do get our hands on. But the end of the stage has Mr. Frosty in this arena full of like little sparky bits, and if our star hits that, it's just gone. It is very easy to just lose your ability to Frosty.
Yeah, but luckily, again, they give us a wheel bubble right before it, so if we do manage to lose wheel, we could just... Never mind, another wheel.
We have another wheel, it's fine.
Crisis averted.
Sometimes I'm convinced this game is voice activated.
Yeah, we're just advancing RNG the more we talk about main wheel.
Alright, so hopefully Frosty here will be nice. Okay, we're fine.
Okay, good.
That actually worked out perfectly. We were able to just kind of do the DDD strat, kind of. Yes, 4-5, this one. So, I was supposed to get Ninja there, but that's okay. We don't really care. It's fine. We'll still pretty quick about it. And we don't have to, like, toss wheel for it, even though, you know, we're easily got plenty. Anyways, we don't have candy, but that's fine. We, do not want to go back in there. Anyways, what I was about to say is we have Tornado. And Tornado will make short work of the auto gain here. So we're going to see this thing come up, and I'm just going to ram into it a bunch. I'm going to fly away before Tornado ends so I don't take damage. I'm going to fly away again. And this is just the way, this is how this boss fight works. And unfortunately, I got too close. Alright, good.
Nice.
Good boss fight.
Also, using that bubble meant I had space for the chest, which would have been a bit of a problem otherwise.
I do thoroughly enjoy just how adorable a lot of these just Kirby games are in general. They're just not only fun to play, they're fun to watch, the music's good, they're just an all-around nice, fun experience.
Name me I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Name me a Kirby game with a bad soundtrack, I'll wait.
True.
Now I'm gonna wait. Okay, good. I've had, in practice, several occurrences of that enemy managing to just nail me as I try to get around, and, yeah!
Yeah, always nailing to get a home run swing.
For my blood with these bubbles is pretty much turned into Kirby Sleep Squad.
You're getting as much sleep as I did, 39%. Soon you'll get your 8 hours.
It's just that image of 4.9 fighting Kirby. How are you still up here? So well rested.
That 2 is a bit of a scary stage here because there's a lot of lava, and as soon as our abilities start to touch it, poof. So
yeah, same deal as what we were dealing with in that one stage earlier. Lava is bad for bubble. Lava is bad for ability.
The hotheads and previews would like to snipe you and you lose your ability like that.
Somebody mentioned Cupid. I'm going to be honest. Cupid on paper is fine. Cupid in practice, especially in this game, is not
bad. Cupid somehow got nerfed, which is kind of funny because Cupid was already a bad ability.
Yeah, so I remember being like, oh, I bet they made it better, and then actually used it like, oh, it's actually worse.
So 5-3 here is the boss endurance, or mini boss endurance, I should say. You pick up Sword beforehand because Sword actually is really strong in this game.
Yeah, Sword absolutely shreds these fights. Unfortunately, they are going to the door, so I have to attack them board so I can get actually out of here.
Yeah, that's the downside. And these corpses actually have on health for some reason. Speaking of odd amount of health, middle potato. And then the final boss here is Frosty.
By the way, real fast. Also, again, we are supporting Doctors Without Borders. If you want to donate, click the donate button on the Game Zone Quick Twitch page beneath the stream. Use exclamation mark donate in Twitch chat for more information. And of course, all the funds raised support Doctors Without Borders' mission to provide medical humanitarian assistance to people based solely on need.
Now, I could just use the bubble here, but since I want to try to conserve it, I'm going to try to mid for it here instead. It's pretty early in the mid, thankfully. I just got to actually land it.
Luckily, the mix is literally right at the beginning, so we don't have to worry.
Yeah, the worst case was to leave the stage, go back in. So if I don't get it in a couple more attempts, I'll just use the bubble. Finally, I don't get Parasol, but it's Bomb instead.
There we go.
Finally.
We got there. That's the important thing.
Yeah, now I'm actually going to get rid of this sleep bubble entirely.
And we're also going to get rid of the wheel that we just mixed too. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, we did that bad. So this stage has a guaranteed candy. So from this point forward, you're going to see a lot more candy being used in the run.
Yep, this is basically our one place to stop if we actually need candy, which we do need a couple for the rest of this game.
Yeah, like ideally we did like a couple here and then we're good for the rest of the run. If we get really lucky on candy mixes, we could have more, and that would be even better.
Yeah, there are a few more question mark bubbles that we're going to attempt mixing from, so we can actually just save time from that. But we don't get it from there, of course.
We usually have a backup. Either we just go back here for the candy, or we just fight it proper.
That too.
Also, QP, I kind of need the wheel. Please don't. And then we just right through the flames, because wheel is invincible through them.
Does Wheel have constant iframes in general, or is it just for certain areas to where Wheel will just give you iframes?
It is constant unless you are turning or you bump into something.
Or fall into a pit.
Actually, no, I can go back to 5-4 after this. It's fine. So this is Bobo, and Bobo is very mean. So we want Bobo to charge at us, and then we kill it with Candy.
Sounds like me.
Yeah, and then Bobo will just go into the background like that and wrap around.
Bobo is not being nice right now.
No, he's not.
Bobo's really not being nice right now.
Yeah, I'm saying down like this so we don't lose Wheel.
Yeah, so we
and now we're dead.
He hits himself and then he takes a sec to come back up. So it's easy damage that we could score on him. And
Fine.
There. And in the meantime, also, we have just, again, a lot of $5 donations coming through. Yellow Pikachu with $5. Poison Ivy with $5. I like that name. Just another Absol with another $5. So many $5 donations. Thank you all so much for donating for Doctors Without Borders. It's great. Also, do not forget that a great reason to support MSF is that you actually help MSF save lives. For more than 50 years, their medical teams have been reaching those caught in crisis, from armed conflict to devastating earthquakes, with rapid response care. Donors make it possible for them to provide medical treatment for more than 12.5 million people. And of course, you can also trust your investment as well. Dollar for dollar, the impact donors make by supporting Doctors Without Borders is unparalleled. MSF is committed to directing every dollar they can into their life-saving programs. A lot of great stuff here. Once again, if you are new, you can just type in !donate, !together, MS, or !MSF, or hit that donate button at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, don't worry. There'll be more gambling with bubbles.
Yeah, we have 3 coming up soon.
I'm also trying to do that real quick because we did another candy here guaranteed.
Yep. So we're in World 6. This is the ice roll in this game. Ice with Wheel is kind of
awkward.
Weird. Because you have a lot of momentum when you're trying to stop, so you have to account for that. And also it takes a bit to actually start moving as well. So that Gal Gal fight was a little bit awkward, but it was really well handled.
Yeah, so it turned out to be very mean. But thankfully, that one wasn't. Also, this is going to be where we did our last Star Seal, so that's the other reason I needed a free slot.
I always like the music in this stage. I always found it weird that they only plays this one stage.
Yeah, unfortunately, my setup does not let me hear the music right now, so I have to hear it in my head.
I'm just assuming it too.
Okay, we can hum the music.
I would not. I don't want to put people through that.
Yeah, I'd rather not make people deaf with my singing.
Yeah, so for this last one, it's kind of like a race with Spinny. But Spinny is not what we call the fastest. But that's our last Star Seal, so we don't have to worry about any chests from the stages now. Just boss ones. Excuse me, where's my... There's my jump.
This is a Wii U gamepad moment.
Yeah, the gamepad's decent, but sometimes the gamepad could be,
Bad.
awkward.
All right, and in the meantime, also, y'all do not forget about this, that MSF's network of aid, once again, the workers are more than 70 countries around the world and are often the first to deploy rapid, life-saving medical care during emergencies. And of course, over the past 5 decades, MSF has grown from a group of a few hundred volunteers to an international movement, providing over 10 million medical consultations in more than 70 countries every year. I see all these donations coming in. We're at, right now, $357. That's a lot of money. I can't wait to see that grow up. We've just started today as well. I cannot wait to see what that's going to look like by the end of the day.
Honestly, same on that one.
Yeah, y'all rock, really.
But by the way, if you thought that was going to be bad on ice, that's not the only mini boss we fight on ice. We also have Boxy on ice.
Boxy at least is in a good position, or was in a good position. That was still pretty good.
Also, shout outs to Master Hand. Not sure why it's there. Just, yeah, here's the weird specter of Master Hand before, you know, Master Hand did those weird things in Smash 4.
And it doesn't even give you Smash, which is such a
No,
weird thing.
it's just there. Trust me, I'm sure I'm not the only one when the thing came out was like, oh, Smash is back, and then got nothing. I did not want that chest. Okay, I see we're close to a hype train. You know what? That's actually works for me. Sora, you didn't have that chest.
And then he fell in the pit.
And yeah, and then he just goes into the pit. He doesn't even get there back.
So 6-5 here is probably one of the hardest stages in the game. We're going to have 3 Squeak fights right here, and we're going to see if we can avoid all of them. It's pretty tricky, so I'll let Soul focus right here.
Yep. So, wait, it's that.
So Speed picks up the chest, open the door. Okay, there's the first fight.
In the meantime, I'm also going to try for candy. Hey, there we go.
Nice candy.
Nice.
Okay, Stora. Stora's gonna pick up the chest. Okay, go through the door. Okay, we avoid that one too.
You know what?
Oh.
We're gonna do it. Aw.
We're gonna sleep, yeah.
And the wheel bubble goes away.
Okay, time for the hardest one. This is Doc.
Yep, very hard.
I was gonna pick up the chest.
So difficult.
Easy. Okay, very easy. Okay, honestly, that's one of the easiest stages in the game. You just let them pick up the chest and then you just
Yeah, and then you
avoid
just
it.
Yeah, you don't actually do anything.
That's more of a stage than 100%. Anyway, here's the Roach. The Roach is actually gonna give you really good RNG, well. You want the Ice Beam attack so you can use the candy and score a lot of hits on him. And he did that twice, wow.
Yeah, that's the that's the ideal.
The Roach should be kind of mean and just do other attacks and basically teleport everywhere. So having that happen and score a lot of hits is really good.
Oh yeah, then there's actually like a cutscene like, oh, your shortcute's in reach, and then they're gone. And then there's this door that you can't get through. It's like, oh, but you have the seals. You can get through the door now. Wait, man, I put it on the back.
Well, at least you have another wheel bubble.
Yeah, at least we have the spare.
We're actually going to come up soon to a really fast wheel that we get just in case.
Yeah, absolute worst case, though, we could have, oh. That's fine.
Well,
that's okay.
it's coming up soon.
We did 1 in 7 too. It's fine, just kind of less than ideal.
I think this is the first time I've actually seen Kirby wear like a not scuba mask, but something very similar to that.
He's actually had that since Slide Superstar.
It's cute.
It is. Of course, I want to know how he's trying to air, you know. I actually wonder if this might work. I had no idea that it ended on beam, if I'm going to be honest. So I'm just going to hate fire for now.
Oh yeah, I forgot there's fire here.
I wasn't even trying for that, but okay, the game knew what something I didn't there.
Like you said earlier, the game's listening.
It is. It's like, oh, this person that's really into beam. I wonder what ability to throw at her. Here, how about beam?
How about metal?
And we do have some more donations and thank yous. We had a $10 from Elias SR and a $6 donation and $5 donation from Ligma SSB. Ligma, I think, will be on here later on as well. We got a lot of great talent coming up here. We got a lot of great games coming up here. It's a great time just to stay tuned, you know, relax, watch some good speedruns, help those in need. It's a great time all around.
So this is Bubble Crab. That was Bubble Crab.
My favorite X2 boss.
Oh, I'm sorry. I messed it up. It's Limga. Limga. My eyes.
Everybody makes a mistake.
I know. It's like, and I know this every time. Every time. It's just, I'm sorry. I'm also the person that will sit down here and will read numbers and reverse the numbers in my head. Yeah.
Thankfully, there's not much to this stage, which is going to be going down a lot.
We're falling.
Yeah, we're falling with style. We are intimately familiar with that mistake.
Wow, Speedy just zoomed to the end right there.
20K for a Kirby stream. I mean,
hey, don't forget, we do have more Kirby coming up, and we got so many other great games coming up as well.
I'll get rid of that one so they don't hit me.
7-4 here is a long water stage that has nothing really interesting.
No, it's just going to be making sure we don't take it, don't get hit here. These blippers will chase us. The ones like the fire at us, as we already saw back in 7-1. And then we're going to finish our way down here. And we're going to go to a familiar site if you remember Kirby Superstar. Or if you're familiar with Superstar Ultra, which will be coming up later today.
Yes, this is the halberd. It's sunken because of the events of Revenge of Man Night. And we're basically just in here now.
Well, okay.
Well,
Gamepad moment. Gamepad moment alongside it. It's fine.
luckily, there's an easy wheel next stage.
Yeah, wheels like right at the start of the stage, so it's kind of fine. And we're like right at the end anyway, so it's not a big loss, just kind of unfortunate.
I don't think I've said this yet, but I always enjoyed Kirby's dance at the end of every level. I know we're going to see so much of Kirby's dance, but every time it just makes me smile.
Yeah, trust me, there's going to be a lot more where this came from.
There's gonna be a lot of Kirby dancing today.
So we made it through, but we don't care about the chest. I hear about the temptation for the fans about using metal.
Metal in that last stage is hilarious because that stage is pretty fast with wheel, but it takes forever with win. And here's Meta Knight. We just use candy. There's nothing more about it. And just hope that Meta Knight sits still.
He kind of didn't, but I guess I made it work.
I didn't know that Meta Knight's sword could get stuck there.
Surprise! Meta Knight's been defeated, and oh no, there's even more to worry about.
Yeah, something Dark Force. It possessed the Roach. Final world of the game.
Yeah, and the Chunsies was like, Kirby may never get his cake back.
Even though Kirby ate so many things on this journey so far.
Yeah, the Kirby game that actually revolves around dealing with his stomach. Oh yeah, there's actually a Meta Knight soft lock that can happen.
Oh yeah, I believe it's if you use the candy in a specific way, Meta Knight just falls to the floor or something like that.
Yeah, it's very funny.
I fear the day that it happens to somebody.
Of
Gonna come up here, so it's gonna shoot herself to the top left, so we get another king bubble.
And then into the bottom left.
To exit the stage. And mix another parasol.
Let's not do
almost
that.
drive off the cliff.
Let's not do that. I have definitely done that.
I did that last night.
I've had a run where I did that in 8-1 and in 8-2.
Just want to point out that we're so close to 400 already. And we just, like I said, we've just started today. Slew of $5 donations. Thank you all so much. Do not forget that donating $5 to MSF can give you slew of things. They can buy 20 medications to prevent and treat postpartum hemorrhage, 4 treatments to cure adult patients from malaria, 5 rapid tests to diagnose HIV infection, enough vaccine to immunize 13 children against measles, and so much more. And that's just $5. There's so much with 10 and 20, so much. And like I said, thank you to Poppy, Sophie Wolfie, 8752, HQ_UK, and Miss Rockford, all donating $5. You are helping so much.
Quite unfortunate mishap with the Pendy, but it's okay.
Always found this section kind of weird because it's actually the place where the game teaches you that ninja can walk on water. But,
yeah, right at the end of the game where it's probably not that relevant.
Yeah. It was an oddball feature. But just like that, we're pretty much at the end of the stage and almost at the final stage of the game.
Nice. And that also means we did break the 400 for MSF. Thank you all once again.
Again, we love to see it.
Yes.
This is awesome.
Yeah, so this is the penultimate stage. Ooh, that was really good movement there. I usually end up bonking against at least one of the blocks.
Yeah, especially towards the end.
That's not what I needed.
That was an amazing grab, jeez.
I'm sorry, I thought this was Kirby, not Smash.
I know, that Mars grab right there. one last fight with Gao Gao. Luckily not as awkward as the one in World 6. That's pretty tough to deal with ice. Unfortunately, Gao Gao's not really in the best position.
No, this is another fight where ideally you would have sword. I could just use Parasol, but I don't have a free wheel. Oh my god, with the door!
Yes, the true final boss.
Yeah, if you wonder, the final boss of Kirby is not like the Eldritch thing that comes up. It's always a door. Doors in this series are magical, and by that I mean sometimes really mean.
I was just about to ask if they're all like that, or if it's just
a lot of them are. A lot of them are. The later games are better about it because they change. Because usually it's like automatic. Like Forgotten Land, you don't have to worry about doors ever because it's all automatic. But the older ones, nah. The older ones sometimes decide, no, you're just gonna suffer for a little while.
And sometimes the doors are just enemies.
Yeah, including Dreamland 3, where they are actually enemies.
And also, we did break $500 thanks to $500 thanks to Haiti No for a $100.19 donation. Also, I believe it's pronounced Zalak with a $5 donation, and Solo Support IQ or Solo Support Q with another $5 donation. And I think we just had another $5 donation run through from Solonin. Thank you all so very much.
So this is fine. We have 2 candies, and that's really more than enough.
This is Dark Roach. He is the exact same as the Roach, just a bit stronger.
And more teleport happy. Or he's just going to give me perfect RNG.
Okay, wow, that's 2 good Roach rounds.
So you're going to see me put Will in my mouth for one reason, and that is because we are forced to grab this thing at the end. It's called the Triple Star. It's really good-ish, but we don't care. And it's fine.
Yeah. That's a weird thing about Squeak Squad is whenever you're just going through doors or like a different stage, you actually keep the thing that's in your mouth. So as long as you just keep wheeling your mouth and you transition to the next part, you'll just have a wheel in your mouth.
You know what? One last one. Yo!
Wow, okay.
And this is why it is good to mix for candy. But sometimes you just did that. So the strat we would typically use is Cutter. Because Cutter does surprisingly good damage. But we have 2 candies, so we're not gonna care about that at all. I'm just gonna use the 2 candies if I'm being honest.
Yeah, this should be a breeze.
Oh, it did electrical. I'm gonna wait till it goes there, and maybe dance.
Even the good parent too. Oh.
And that's our Nebula.
Yep. Time is when the screen completely fades to white. Oh yeah, that was Dark Nebula. That was an actual evil person.
Yeah, that's the actual final boss. It's just kind of there.
Yeah, it just happens.
Nice. GG.
Not too bad in front. I was tempted to actually go get metal and do the metal depth climb.
That would have taken forever.
Yeah.
It's if you're familiar with the ladder from Snake Eater, it's a lot like that.
Just take our word for it. It takes forever.
All right. Well, thank you so much for showcasing that. We're not done with our little runner and commentator here. They will be coming up with another run here in a second. But hey, before we go off and take that break to get everything set for the next run, I want to make you all know that one great reason to support MSF is that they are actually revolutionizing vaccination campaigns. administering a new Ebola vaccine containing measles outbreaks by vaccinating millions of children, launching a first-of-its-kind vaccination campaign to help against hepatitis E. You make these life-saving campaigns possible. While we get things set up for the next run, it's a good time to get up, stretch, get some beautiful little hydration going. I have my bottle of water next to me, and we're going to be right back with some more Kirby coming up in a moment.